Greetings and happy Halloween! I am CrossKnights and this is Return of the Obra Dinn. Now, I don't intend to play this whole game. This is just a Halloween thing. I just bought this about an hour ago. The reason I don't want to play the whole game is that this game really seems like it's only good if you do it blind, and I just want to enjoy the game without recording it, to be honest. So, I'm just going to show a little bit because I think it's cool, and I want to make people aware. Also, this was created by the guy that made Papers, Please, which I played a long time ago and really, really love. It's essentially a murder investigation of 60 separate murders using a pocket watch that it'll become clear. Also, the graphics just look like they're different than anything I've seen. You can actually put it on to different old types of computers. I can't imagine putting it on that, but you know. Commodore 64, and I didn't say 64. LCD. Ooh, that could be cool, actually. But I think I'm just going to leave it on the default. So, I've played a little bit, but that I need to, you know, if I played any more, I wouldn't even do this. But let's just see the beginning here. Lost at Sea, 1803, Obra Dinn. Alright, this is from the Honorable East India Company. Attention, Chief Inspector. Insurance and Claims, London Office. The Obra Dinn has returned. Dispatch to Falmouth immediately and prepare for a full assessment.
Company man woke me up. Said you'd need ferry to the Obra Dinn. Not many eager for that job. Seems a bit late if you ask.
I didn't.
What's in the box?
I don't know. I'll hoist it up in a few minutes.
Hey! How?
Carefully.
So yeah, just look at the graphics. They look extremely cool. Also, alright, so on my other file, I swear I was female. Like, I swear it was a female voice. Maybe I'm just confused, but like, you know, much higher than that. I don't know. But he's the guy who just brought me to the Obra Dinn. Oh, my fingers were in the wrong spot. Well, let's get up there. Something crazy happened, and I need to investigate. That's the long and short of it. Also, there's even cool things like... I think the intro music was a little bit loud. Sorry about that. But look at the music. It says... It's, you know, maximum, nearly maximum, comfortably loud. Quite quiet. Barely audible and muted. Even the audio menu is stylized. And then we have the look sensitivity. Now, perfect, I disagree. I think perfect is too slow. It's like nearly motionless. A parody of control. Wait a minute, let me just see what this does. It's not too crazy. But, and perfect is, you know... It's like my hand has to move a little bit farther than I want it to. But if you put it on just, like, the fast side of perfect, it's perfect. The fast side of perfect is perfect. But yeah, let me just look around a little bit. Admire... I don't even know what, like, you would call these graphics. And where's that other one I kind of liked? LCD... Oh, man, I might have to play like this. That's just sharp. Yeah. Ah, this is happening now. Well, he's seen better days. Click. There we are. Nothing else in... Hey. Don't you dare. Door. And so there's nothing in there. Nothing in here either. Oh!
It's too heavy!
Okay. I wanted him to hoist a box up, and he's like, no, I'm old. Let's see what he's on about.
It's too heavy. Take it yourself or open it here.
Let's open it here. Yeah, it contained an extremely heavy book. Uh-huh. Alright, Return of the Obra Dinn. A catalog of adventure and tragedy. Preface. I trust you now find yourself aboard the Obra Dinn. I expected this day to come, and my every intention was to tell this ship's strange tale within the pages of this book. Regrettably, failing health has allowed me to produce only the basic outline that follows. Your presence on the Obra Dinn is critical. I have discovery of its fate, and the completion of this book is in your hands. The next few pages will seem bewildering at first. All will make sense in time. Use the pocket watch to determine the identity and fate of everyone aboard. Complete each chapter accurately and return the book by guaranteed post to the French Office of Affairs in Morocco. The bargain chapter will remain unknown to you. I possess the details within, but I have elected to keep them private for now. Henry Evans. So these are the different chapters. They should all be more or less blank now, and then you can see the location that they happened in the book, I guess. So we got loose cargo. A bitter cold, murder, the calling, unholy captives, soldiers of sea, the doom, the bargain. That one's this chapter will remain unknown until you return the book to me. The escape and the end. So that's the book. Skim through the entire book first. Okay. That didn't come up for me the first time I played this because I skimmed through the entire book first. Ah, so these are sketches of people. He's playing the fiddle. These guys are royalty, it says. Interesting. This is a full crew manifest. Yeah, and you can zoom in on different people. But as you can see, yeah, each chapter is actually locked, or there's nothing in them yet. Okay. Don't know why it wanted me to go all the way to the end just to see that. Memento Mori. Remember death. This pocket watch is no ordinary pocket watch. It has a skull on it. And there's nothing else suspicious about it. The music's very minimal, but I like it a lot. So you notice I'm taking out the pocket watch?
Captain! Open the door! Kick it in. Ah! Lest we break it down and take more than those shells!
You bastards may take exactly what I give you!
So, the concept of this game is that the pocket watch will bring you to the moment of someone's death if you see their corpse. This is the man that was on the ground. Also, at this point, if this game seemed interesting to you, well, not at this point, because I haven't told you any of the solutions, but it's better if you don't know anything about the solutions, but I'm still just going to describe the basic game. So he's been shot by this man. And it looks like the bullet went over here, or that was just blood. There's someone else. So, this is the scene that the pocket watch has led me to. Now, you can move around the scene, but you can only go within a certain distance of the actual corpse. And it seems like your physical body has, like, limitations. Like, I can't get past him because he's blocking the door, you know? I'm not a weird ghost. After a few seconds of evaluating the scene, it'll go dark, and then a case file will be opened for the individuals whose body brought you to this moment. It goes there automatically, and we're in the final chapter, the end. That's where we start, at the end. That is the location that the boat was. Alright, part 1, outside of the captain's quarters. There's the location of the corpse on the boat. It says that 2 other people are there. And then there's a small picture of the scene. Now, if you click on this, you can see any text. Captain, open the door. They kick it in, lest we break it down and take more than those shells. And then someone else said, you bastards may take exactly what I give you. So, then you click on this. This is the crux of the game, is figuring out who everybody is and how they died. So far, this is an unknown soul who met an unknown fate. Memories where this person appears can be navigated to through here. And I can also bookmark memories if I want to go back. But perished at the end of, in the end, part 1. Bookmark all memories where they appear for quicker navigation. Alright, use the buttons to edit bookmarks and navigate between them. So, I know how this guy died. I saw it. It's not, there's all these different things. Some of them will just be, like, eaten, was cannibalized by an unknown attacker, was froze to death. But that's not what happened. What happened was he was shot. Some of them have things, though. So this is, like, struck by a wing. Don't know how that would happen, but it's here. I think some of these might just be here to, like, make sure that there's so many options that you can't just really guess. But he was shot by a gun. So this unknown soul was shot with a gun by an unknown attacker. So that's my guess for that. I mean, it's a pretty good guess considering I saw it with my face. Now, if you hit the other mouse, the right button, you can kind of zoom in on them, and then they will appear in their, this portrait, like the sketch. Open the book while examining to flip directly to the sketch. That is what I did. That's not who I was examining. Let's try that again. There. It's this guy. You notice on the bottom it says gunshot unknown. But there's someone else right next to him. Let's examine him. He's right there in this picture. Also unknown. This person's face appears blurred throughout the book. This blurring indicates that you don't yet have sufficient information to identify them. Trying to name them while their face is blurred would be unproductive. Carry on and pay attention. The face will become unblurred when the information necessary to identify them has been revealed in some way. So you really need to pay attention when someone's unblurred, because then you'll be like, oh, I just got a piece of information that will help me identify them. There's one more person in the scene, of course, the person who actually shot that guy. Note, his face is not blurred. This person's face is no longer blurred, which means that they can now be identified. Use the book and the pocket watch to gather enough information to deduce their identity. Revisit memories on the ship using the pocket watch to study relationships, appearances, and activities. Use the book map, crew manifest, and artist sketches, along with individual conversation logs to find clues. There are 60 people on the ship when it left England. Determining everyone's identity and fate will not be easy. Decisive information is rare. You will have to make assumptions using partial information. Some identities may only be revealed through the process of elimination. Good luck. So here's why we have enough information to identify who this is. If we go back to the conversation, the captain is obviously present, and he is not the person who was breaking in. He's this person. You bastards may take exactly what I give you. That's the captain. That was said right before this guy got shot. And they're also kicked down this door, clearly, and he's coming out of his rooms. That means that this man is, in fact, the Captain Robert. Now, that's probably the easiest puzzle in the game. So now, at this point, if you're gonna play it, I'd suggest just not watching the rest of this video. I'm only gonna do the first few puzzles and then, like, mess around a little bit, so it's only gonna be, like, the first maybe half an hour of gameplay. So if you still want to watch it, fine. But if you're like me and you're just like, I'm interested, and I want to do it myself, you know, game's $20. Just warning you. So now I can fill in this. He was shot by the captain. I still don't know his name, but I know that he was shot by the captain. So that is all that I can really determine in this memory. So if you go through this door, you'll go back. Now, something about me recording with Fraps is causing this game to crash repeatedly. But that did not happen when I played the game, so it might crash. So yeah, it crashed. It only happens during scene transitions if Fraps is on, so I'm just going to need to toggle it on and off, I guess. This is another reason, I guess, that I won't be recording this, because that's obnoxious. But yeah, so this is the guy that was shot. You can see him. Now doors have been opened. I'm now in the captain's quarters. And I can go back in time and look at this poor soul.
Are they? Must be in here someplace.
They're at the bottom of the sea.
That's a lie.
Oh, did I mention there's a lot of gruesome deaths? You probably figured that out. Some are more gruesome than others. So, the captain, at least I'm assuming he's the captain, has killed another, this time with a knife. Part of the audio might have been clipped because I had to stop recording then start recording. Now, you know that this is after the first time because here's the guy that was shot. And if you don't know that that's the guy that's been shot, you can always examine him again, and it will show that as the guy that I identified as being shot by Robert. But we want to get the lay of the land here. See if there's anything. Now, there's this guy here. Well, that's right. I can't examine people yet. This guy has a knife, and he's... I don't know where he's... I don't know what he's doing, honestly. Alright, this is a new case file. So this time it's this guy. Alright, so... They were... Does it say stabbed? There's no stabbed. Knifed. By, once again, Captain Robert Whittler. Or Whitterlull. This guy. So he's in 2 memories. Huh. I get he might have been one of the other guys. Was he the other guy that was by the guy that was shot, maybe? He might have been. Now, who are you? That guy's up there in the picture. I don't know anything else, though. Oh, well. We'll likely find out about him later. So, yeah, I know who this is now. And that's the captain. So... I don't think there's anything else to glean from this part. We're going to go through this door as I end the recording to prevent a weird crash related to resolution somehow. So that's 2. And I guess I can't examine... Oh, I can. Open the book while the pocket watch is open to flip directly to the relevant page. And yeah, it took me to the right place. So if you just see a body and you want to... If the pocket watch is out, it'll take you to the guy's murder page. And here is a third person. Let's do it. The captain's at it again. Now, is this the guy that jumped down with the knife? Oh my god, did he stab him? Yeah, that's totally the guy that was jumping down before. Yep, he was here. He came in, stabbed the captain in the side, but then the captain took the staff that this guy, who was now very much so bleeding, had, and smashed him on the head. Yep, that's definitely the same guy, so we're definitely starting to form a picture here. Alright, part 3, inside the captain's quarters. So the captain's a badass. Took out 3 attackers, so we don't know who this guy is, but we do know that he was, I think clubbed is probably the appropriate term, by guess who? Captain Robert of England. Once again, I think all we can glean from this situation. So, through the magic door we go. Alright, that's all the corpses from the captain's quarters. Oh, man. And, you know, chronologically, this took place, like, towards the end of the book. Look at this. And look at this. There is a corpse in a bed. Which, that's the least gruesome death we've seen so far.
Abigail. Your brother. My friend. I shot him. Dead. I'll be with you soon, my love. Please forgive me for everything.
So this is once again the captain. We have found out his fate. His body was right there, and it appears that he has shot himself in the chest with his own gun. And then we also have this person, who is now not nearly as rotten as she was before. There she is in the crew manifest. Name unknown. Just like all the names. However, you know, there is a clue. You notice her face was unblurred. But, you have to wait a little bit, and then you can get the, then you'll see it, because, you know, you have to walk around a bit, I guess, before it goes blurry. But there's the guy you bashed in the head. He's not okay. Guess that was a fatal bashing. Who knows if he, like, you know, double tapped on him. Might have hit him a few times, I don't know. Alright, part 4. The demise of the captain himself. His fate is no longer unknown. There is, in fact, an option for suicide by gun. This may or may not be correct. Fates are validated in sets of 3. Correctly identify at least 3 people and their fates to have their information typeset into the book. If that happens, you know you're right. But we don't know that I'm right yet. So, I need 3 people's identities. I already have everybody's fate. Now, I got an important clue here. Abigail, your brother, my friend, I shot him dead. I'll be with you soon. So, we can infer 2 things. Again, you do have to infer certain things. So, inference number 1. This woman is Abigail. You know, he killed himself next to her. So, and note, I have the information to identify her. That's another reason we know that, like, it's probably Abigail. So we look at the crew manifest. And we have Abigail, and note, she has the same last name as the captain. There we go. Now, we don't know her fate, however. But we're assuming that that is Abigail. Now, the other clue, I shot your brother. Who's the person that he shot? Well, that was the first death in the game, if you remember. If this is her brother, he should have the last name. However, she was married to the captain. But what was her middle name? Her middle name is right there. So now we need to look for someone who has the same middle name as their last name. They took a hybrid name. I don't think really... Probably not all that common back in, 1800s, but pretty sure that was the first mate. I am now identifying him as the first mate and her brother because they have the same name. So, the only thing I need to figure out now is how Abigail died. Now, I don't quite know what that means. There's 4 X's. That might just mean that I saw everyone that exists in the end. But I was confused the first time this happens. I'm sure I'll figure it out, but I'm almost played everything that I've played so far. So that's where the end took place. But we want to get out of this. There's one more body I need to quantum leap into, and that is one of Abigail herself. Looks like Abigail was struck as the ship was collapsing and being attacked by a gigantic squid monster. She also called out for someone named Martin. So I'm wondering if that's the person here, because he was right next to her. I don't know if I want to assume that quite yet, though. But there he is in the picture right next to the captain. Interesting. That person's probably not having a good time. That's someone in the back there, so I don't know how important they were if they weren't up front and center of the crew. Ooh! First time I saw this member, I didn't see these guys. These guys seem like they're just passengers. And there's this woman. There's a lot going on here. Whatever happened was insane. This is also from a different chapter. Alright, well this guy has been cut in half, apparently. We'll come back to that later. Alright, Chapter 7, The Doom. Took place obviously before the end, because Abigail was still alive until she was struck by part of the ship, it looks like. The corpse was moved post-mortem. Yeah, put in that bed. So, you were crushed by rigging. Well done. 3 fates correct. Now that's written in as fact. I'm guessing when there's 60 lines in that part, I'll be done. And my watch is freaking out. If I hit it, everything went dark, except for this guy right here. This is another power of the watch. If someone died in the memory of someone else, this happens. So obviously there's not too many bodies on the ship anymore, because a lot of time passed during the journey. But now there's a faint outline of where they died, and I can use this to go into their death death remembrance or whatever, just like I can with people that are still, like, their bodies are still on the ship. So, probably unsurprisingly, it was the gigantic squid which ripped this poor man apart. This must be after Abigail was hit. Is that Abigail? No, that's someone else. Huh. Don't know who that is. By the way, this is the part of the game that I stopped and I was like, I should make a Halloween episode. And I don't want to go too much further. I just really wanted to show the game. Because, I don't know, it looks cool. I really like the mechanics. And I think I'm going to enjoy playing it, you know, by myself. Sorry. Because otherwise, you know, you notice I wasn't doing a lot of investigating there. I was just telling you the answer because I've already played it. I don't want to do things like that, you know? So... I think this game would only work blind, is what I'm saying, and I don't intend to do it blind if I was gonna do it, so there's this guy. Well, we know what happened to him. I did see it over here, torn apart. So, now I've gone farther than I've gone in the actual game. And, for some reason, I'm continually walking backwards. I think I need to reset the game again. I do want to convey these weird issues I'm having they seem to all be fraps related. So it's shaking again because I think there's another dead body here somewhere. Kind of like to look around really quick, though. He's another guy. That was at that execution picture. There appears to be a goat here. Which, weird, right? Oh, so that guy just threw a shotgun to this guy. So that's that guy I already looked at. What? This guy, alright, we haven't seen him before. But let's check the watch. It senses another death close to me. Well, not there, obviously. Ah, right here. This person is not okay. They did just die in the ship, so I'm assuming their body's not going to generate very far. Boom. But yeah, you get the idea. I'm actually going to continue playing this for my own enjoyment, but yeah, it's a cool game. You know, I hope it ends up being satisfying. I actually watched an entire storyline analysis, but fortunately I wasn't paying that much attention. I don't remember most of the finer points. So, I remember one or two things I'm not supposed to know, for sure. But fortunately, I realized I didn't remember enough, because here's the problem. Sometimes I watch storyline analysis, and I'm like, I'm never going to play that game. And then after I found out, I was like, this game is so cool, I have to play it. But I'm glad I bought it. And, you know, if you buy it, I hope you enjoy it. And if not, I hope you enjoyed this. Happy Halloween, everyone. Hope you have a safe and fun time. Hope you had a safe and fun time if you already had it. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks, as always, to my patrons. Listed here, save one. I got a new patron, the Deity. So once I finally make a new picture, they'll be up there. But, yeah. Happy Halloween! Later.